Hello, my friends. Oh my gosh, it's a glorious, sunny, warm, delicious day here in Colorado. Um, and I am so happy and just delighted to be here with you. Um, I have been really playing with some fun stuff lately. Wanted to share just like how to, I've been really busy, having a lot going on, needing to get a lot done, or just wanting to get a lot done, not even needing to, but just really creating a ton and super excited about what I'm creating. And like, just, it's feeling like I'm like only getting started with what I'm up to. And, when there's that, like when you turn up the creation and there's more and you're doing more and you're putting more out there and you're like, there's more going on. And then you still have your personal life and you still have your home. And, for me, it's like taking care of my house and my kids and my body and, teaching my son how to drive, and my other one's graduating and travel and, all these different things. It's like, there's a lot going on. And, it's one of those moments where it's so easy to like make a to-do list, get up every day, tick it off, and what's been so cool for me is just really like, I travel a lot. A lot of you guys know that. And I came home from my most recent trip. I'm leaving again tomorrow, but I came home and I was like, okay, I need some days to just really like follow the energy. And there's this amazing tool in Access Consciousness, about taking an hour a day and a day a week just for you. So just really like giving yourself an hour a day, giving yourself a day a week where you don't have anything planned, you don't have anything scheduled, you don't even have like a yoga class or whatever. It's like just the space for you to be and to see what shows up and to see what wants to be created. Because for me, those spaces are some of the most productive, profitable, profitable in lots of different ways, spaces, because it's like, this is where like creation is born for me, is like the space where I don't have to do anything or be anywhere or be on a Zoom with somebody or whatever. I can just be like, okay, cool. I just woke up. What would I like to do next? I'd like to get out of bed, And another great tool, choosing in 10-second increments, like living your life in 10-second increments. And you get to really practice it when you give yourself space where you don't have to be like, now I have to do this, and now I have this meeting, and now I have this appointment, and da da da. Which I know I am really good at filling my calendar. I'm really good at like packing, my calendar. And I've had people look at my calendar before and be scared for me. It's got a lot going on. You have to like know how to read it. I'm the only one who knows how to read it. But I also take days where I just block off and I just call it me. And I literally read the whole thing out, and it's a me day. And so I've been doing that lately. I've had different things here and there, but a lot of space in the past few days, for just taking care of whatever I'd like to take care of and creating whatever I'd like to create. And it's been amazing what's been showing up. And hey, Lucy. And one of the things that I've coined a new verb, and I'm calling it happy idioting. It's kind of like an acknowledgement of being an X-Men, an X-Men being like a different creature who has different awareness, who functions differently. And X-Men is a specialty class in Access Consciousness. I facilitated. It's wonderful. Hey, Andrea. Hello, everybody who's here. Whether you're commenting or not, thank you for being here now and in the future. But one of the things about X-Men is that X-Men don't know how to function linearly. They don't know how to think in a linear progression, like function according to time. Time doesn't really make sense. Timelines don't make sense. Linearity doesn't make sense. And that's just like one tiny aspect of an X-Men universe. But X-Men have this capacity to function spherically and also not from judgment, which most of the world actually does function quite dynamically from judgment, even though we don't realize it. It's like the judgments of like how things are and how they're supposed to be and what's good and what's bad. And all of these things limit our ability and our capacity to perceive what we could be, what we could create, what we could do in the world. And so the beauty of this X-Men conversation is like really getting to look at like, okay, so I don't actually know how to function from judgment. I don't know how to function from linearity. I don't know how to, like, when I try to like do things linearly, and according to how the rest of the world says they should be done, it never works out that well for me, you know? And for me, one of the things, like just playing with this, like, okay, today I have no idea what's going to happen today. I don't have an agenda. I don't have a schedule. Let's see. And then and a lot of times people would probably maybe be concerned that they would get lazy or like not do whatever. And you got to give yourself the space for that too, because none of it's wrong, right? But what's shown up for me is I'm like, like all these different things just pop. And I'm like, oh, right, I was going to oil my table. Oh, right, I was going to clean up my room. Oh, right, I have laundry to do, you know? And I'm getting ready to leave again for a week. I am home for 2 weeks after that. And then I'm gone for 6 weeks. And so I'm kind of getting ready for a 6-week trip in a way, you know, and a graduation, and I'm facilitating a ton of classes. I'm hosting a ton of classes and private intensives and all kinds of stuff all over the world. And it's like, it's so cool because just playing in that space and being like, okay, you know, like all of a sudden I just sort of like started to pack this morning. Whereas if I've got it in my head, like I need to pack, you know, then I'm like, I need to pack, I need to pack, I need to pack, I need to pack. It's going to be midnight before I do it because I'm avoiding it, because I don't want to do it, because I'm telling myself that I need to do it, rather than just being like, oh, I have 5 minutes. I could put some supplements in a bag and get that ready and, you know, do this and do that. And then I could go do this. And so there's all this like bopping around that I've been doing that has been so fun. And I have been accomplishing so much without the need to, you know, without the like, this is what I'm going to do today, without the agenda. But really with this sense of like, now what? Okay, 10 seconds. Now what? Okay, I'm going to do a Facebook Live right now. I have a meeting in 3 minutes. I'll let them know that I'm going to be a little bit late, you know? But really following the energy. And it's like, oh, yeah, I forgot I wanted to do this and I wanted to do that. And it's just been amazing. And it's not just with my life, but it's like with my business too, going, oh, let's create this class and let's create this one. And oh yeah, now I need to do this. And all these things are getting created. And it's like, I was looking at it and I'm like, I have more creations on the go now that I'm part of in some way than I've ever had in my life. Like way more, like a very full schedule of my own, very full schedule that of other people's that I'm contributing to and access, and like so many different moving parts, so many different people to be in touch with and, you know, be calling and pinging and, you know, all these different things. And it has more ease to it than it's ever had. And I'm getting more done than I've ever gotten done. And it's really because, like, I would say I'm having so much fun. And it's this happy idioting, like not thinking, giving myself the luxury, the pleasure, the gift of not actually thinking, of functioning way more from the space of who I am and what I be and the difference of that, and being like, I'm going to do this one thing right now. Like it's very ADHD, you know, I'm going to do one thing right now and I might get distracted in the middle of it. But it all ends up kind of like working out. And I'm like feeding all these different energies as I play. And the cool thing is like, there's so much creation occurring. It's happening with so much ease. There's a lot more money coming into my world, which has been really fun. It's just like, it's all growing. It's all just growing. And I'm not stressed about it. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not wondering how I'm going to make it all happen or how I'm going to get her done. It's just the sense of like the relaxation and the awareness, like really functioning from the awareness and the happy idiot that I actually be. And this shows up differently for everybody. Everybody has their own way of being in the world. Everybody has their own way of functioning. Everybody has their own brilliance and like what it is that what would be fun for you, what would be a contribution to your life and what you're creating. And it's so cool I love playing with people around that because it's just like when you let go of all the tethering that we do to time and schedules and linearity and this reality and other people and all this stuff, you let go of all of that tethering so that you can like be the happy idiot X-Men creature that you be. That's the ease, joy, and glory of being alive and creating your business and creating money and having, beautiful relationships and a fun time with your body. Like everything starts to show up in that space. And it's something that I feel like I've talked about, I've played with for a long time and explored in whatever way I have. And there's something recently, I would say like what's changed in the world recently, that is making these spaces more accessible to all of us. But you've got to be willing to function from a different space. And I am so grateful for the tools of Access Consciousness because it's like I use them all the time. And really, I just be them now at this point. And I also directly use them, when I know to use them. But they're just a part of my life. Like it's not about making anything as the source outside of me. It's just like, it's just a constant invitation to be more of me and see what shows up, and I'm like, oh, the more me I be, the more fun I have, the more relaxed I am, the happier I am, the more money I make. Like, okay, that's not a terrible thing. The better my relationships are with my children. Like there's just so many pieces of it, of all the things that are just getting more amazing and phenomenal and beautiful. And that's the world I wish to live in and see, is where we all like have such an honoring of the greatness of who we be as the uniqueness, because again, like the way I function, it's not going to be the way that you function, but may this just be an invitation for you to actually start to explore even more of what that is for you, what is fun for you. How much more can you relax and enjoy and let creation move through you as it does because you are a creative creature. That's my guess. If you're still listening, my guess is that you are a creative creature, and it fitting into this reality and the linearity of things is never going to work. How to do whatever you need to do with your money, all that stuff, it doesn't work because it doesn't include you. So I have three. I'm like, this is like a conversation to me about X-Men. It's about business done different. It's about happy idioting. And I have 3 classes along those lines that are happening now and soon. I started a week ago, the Happy Idiot's Guide to Creating Wealth, really exploring actually this space with creating wealth, not what the experts say, not what you're supposed to do, but actually what you know. And boy, it's been amazing so far. And it's blowing me away what's showing up. Next week, I actually just a business done different class, just bounded into my world over the past week and was like, create me, create me, create me, create me, create me. And I'm like, oh, but I don't have time, but I don't have time, but I don't have time. And it's been like, oh, yes, you do. Make the time. So it's a pop-up business done different class happening online for the 4 days, over the course of 4 days, next Monday through Thursday next week. And then the week after that, Monday through Thursday again in the evenings in the United States, I'm doing a 2-day X-Men class. And I'm just like, I mean, to me, I'm like, all of these things are like there's such a, oh, thanks, Parisa. Parisa posted I didn't even know you were here. The link, heathernichols.com/events is where you can find everything. And I'm excited for like this trio of classes. Yeah, just really, really excited to see where it goes. I'm going to do a little special for the Happy Idiot class for people who do the X-Men and the Business Done Different class together, because those two classes together, like learning how to create Business Done Different for me is like a master class in the creation of your life. It's not just your life is your business is your life. My computer's getting hot. I got to go inside. Um, and having the X-Men information of like, how do you function when this reality doesn't make sense, and nothing makes sense. Like linearity is not easy for you. Having that information is an amazing adjunct to the Business Done Different conversations, because it really gets you to see like what's true for you and how you function, how your brain works, and how to use that in a way that actually creates business and money. Like I am so different with how I create my business, more like different than anybody. And the more different I be, the more relaxed, the more I be me, the more I just do what makes sense to me, the more my business grows, the more money comes. It's terrible. And I don't have any fun at all. I am not a happy idiot, becoming more every day. So I think my computer is going to overheat, so I'm going to go. But thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. And I'll see ya. Have a good day. Bye.